Alright, and we're back in the adder with a cargo hold full of stuff. And a mission board full of missions. What are we going to do? We're going to go do the missions. There's that guy again. Non-responsive. Doesn't know that I'm talking to him. You'll notice the cockpit of this one looks different because I have a multi-crew spot. I can have a friend come play with me. And I'm in the right seat. Some ships are in the left seat, some ships are in the right seat. Some ships you're still in the center seat and your co-pilots are behind you or below you. If it's multiple decks. Let's see. Hello. What is up with my settings? I'm in power play. Okay. I have a mission here in Matet. I don't know what that is. I'll come and do that later. I did not buy the optional internals. I mean the core internals. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go back and land and refit my core internals. Green is good. Red is bad. Doesn't matter if you're right side up or upside down, because in space there is no up.
Take note of speed restrictions, Commander. Slow down.
And even though the center of the ship is to my left, for some strange reason, the center of my screen is still the center of the ship's orientation, as you see. Glitch? Nah, just a oops I did on the developer part. Core internals. Let's see, power plant. Will 2D do it? No, it won't. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I don't have the money for this. So, oh, and I don't have enough power for this. Nor do I have the money to upgrade the power plant. So, we are currently, I believe, what is called flying without rebuy. Correct. The rebuy cost of the ship is 10 grand, and I only have 2 grand. So, I will have to manage power. Cargo hatch. Let's see, let's turn this off first. That's 3% power, so that will give me that. Do not advise ever flying without rebuy. It's a dangerous way to fly. The reason, if I am to die and I can't rebuy my ship, Dromi first. I have a mission in Dromi, so I will do that mission while I'm there. With all this cargo, all these missions, I could get enemies on all 3 of those missions at the same time. I didn't get the last mission. Dang it. I hate my life. Forgot about that last mission. So we are naked and afraid. Altered our ship so we could haul more cargo, then forgot to pick up the mission. So now I just have 7 empty spaces, which is a good thing. There's a good possibility the mission in Dromi that I will do along the way is salvage, so I'll have room to get it. Yep, salvage operation. Mission critical message. Is it this one? Nav beacon scan data. And we are flying manually because we don't have any of the new gadgets that we had on the last ship. Give you an idea of the difficulties. You notice I'm drifting about because it will move about. The Super Cruise Assist will do all this for you and take up a slot, so it's a trade-off. Okay. Do scan a nav beacon. You drop out at the nav beacon, look for it on the radar. It's that white thing. Select it, come to a stop. It is scanning it. There are also pirates at some of these nav beacons, so be ready to run if you have cargo.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm currently nav locked by what looks like a Type 9. Is there a Type 9 in the contacts? It's a Type 9, there it is. Gotta get 5,000 meters away from them before the mast lock is broken. Alright, we open the nav panel and we scroll down. There's something right there. I don't know what that is. There is a mission there. Here. In this location. Trying to run a 1-2-3 combination on the power distributor just because as a noob you don't want to be constantly adjusting your power. If I get engaged in a combat situation, you'll see those pips change. It's second nature and it will be for you in time. But for now, learn how to do your 3-2-1 and make a decision of where you want the 1, the 2, and the 3. That will make sure that all of your energy groups are recharging at all times, but some will charge faster than others. For example, weapons are weapons, systems are shields, engines are engines. Well, boost, actually. Your engines will do fine. But you will go slightly faster at max speed if you have 4 pips in engines as opposed to 1. And your shields are stronger the more pips you have in them. So if you have 4 pips in systems, your shields are as strong as they can be. If you have no pips in them, not only are they weak, but they do not recharge. Cargo bay on this ship is all the way aft, which means when you are approaching it, you have a good possibility of bouncing it off the nose. Just get it set up, travel in there, and I missed it. Looks like it's going to make it. And that's it. Let's go with the things that we can sell the most, sell the highest profit for, because as you know, we only have 7 tons in our inventory that's not currently used. So we will grab what we'll profit the most off of. Since we're going back to Matet, bio-waste is one of those things. Polymers. Hydrogen fuel, and a couple other things we actually did not make a profit off of. The grain we didn't. Clothing, I don't remember. But we'll pick up the poop. Pick up the poop. See how well my memory serves me, because I'm not going to go back and pause and look at the video to find it. Just gonna do it. This makes 4 tons. Yep. Pick up the algae, because that just sounds like food, maybe. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You guys will know, because once I edit this video, it will have literally been about 40 seconds ago. I've got 1 more cargo space. Let's grab the clothing. And you guys are probably be like, no, not that one. You dummy. You just did it! When in actuality, there's probably about an hour break in here. But that's okay. Have some happy little accidents. Whoa, nope, 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 nope. Don't want to jump to the next system. There's still things to do in this system. See here. Hey, there's a commander. Throttle down to 0. Alright. Nav panel. Oh, well, there's that. Why am I going into Wolfsagan? Because I can't get to where I'm going currently without going through there first. So it's I know there's going to be salvage on the planet. So let's deliver what's in my hold. Otagine, Otagine, Otagine. Alright, so we're going to Otagine.
Frameshift drive charging.
Aldrich. Yep. In case you wonder what I'm doing, I'm filing my nails in the background. Because what else are you going to do in Super Cruise? You can watch YouTube, you can make dinner. It's up to you. In your own little world, you can do whatever you want. You can have happy accidents, or you can have tragic mistakes, or... Yes, there is a Bob Ross effort undertone here. In our little world, we're going to file our nails in Super Cruise while driving down the road. And that's okay. That's how we're going to do it. Yeah, just like that. In case you wonder what a day is like in Elite Dangerous, we make plans. We don't keep them. We just bramble about, doing whatever. Today we're gonna go mining. And you grab your mining ship and you make it out of the station and you're like, I don't feel like mining. So you don't mine, you grab a different ship, and you go and you start doing some combat. That just doesn't take your fancy, and the next thing you know, you're lost in space. Quite literally. You've jumped 14 jumps, and you're just looking at stuff, and it's really interesting, and you've made no money. You're not making money. You're just staring off into the trees. And that's okay, because in our little world, we stare at trees. Alright, that's enough of Bob Ross for now. That may come back later. You never know. God rest his soul. Alright. Why am I here? Oh yeah, little exclamation point. I'm broke. I don't have a rebuy. That's why I'm here. And I have 3 rebuys now. Uh-oh. I got a trophy. I don't know what trophy that is. Now I have 6 rebuys. And once again, we're back to happy little accidents because we don't have to be naked and afraid. Because as you can see, I can now rebuy my ship almost 10 times. Almost. Let's make it 10. Since I'm at a refinery, I might not be able to sell these things for as good as I want. Oh, that's a good price. I will definitely sell that here. They don't like algae here, so I'm not selling that to them. They don't like polymers here, so I'm not going to sell that to them. Do they want poop? They don't want poop here, so I'm not going to sell that to them. Alright, let's see here. And if you want, you could go through this mission board and just grab more missions. But in the interest of time and sanity, we're going to stick with the missions we already have collected. And we're going to actually complete them. Let's see here. This is in Sharur. I think both of these are in Sharur. Yes. This is also in Sharur. This is in Matet. This needs to go to Orna. So, Sharur, Orna, and Matet. Matet is where we started, so we will end up there. But Orna is one away, and it is only a courier mission. So, let's go there. Why? Because this is Elite Dangerous. You can do whatever you want.
Detachment complete. Maintain correct lane on exit.
One of these videos, we may decide to go mining. Why? No one knows why anyone would want to mine. Mining is very relaxing. You fit your ship for mining, you go out, you start mining, you turn some Bob Ross on in the background, or some Morgan Freeman, or maybe even some James Earl Jones, and you go to sleep. That's what you do. It's very boring.
Frameshift drive charging.
And in case you're wondering, this will be the miner. This ship will be the miner. But right now, I need it to do other things. Ultimately, what I'm doing right now will be done in what's called a Cobra 3. Cobra 3 is really good for that. La 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 la. Let's see here. And in case you wonder how I am able to adjust my throttle so quickly, it is because when you open this menu and you go to options and you go to flight throttle, you have all of these different varieties of things that you can place on hotkeys. And I use my directional pads for these four because I use them the most. 0 is obvious. 75 is the blue that you see in Super Cruise. 50 is the blue that you see in normal space. And 25 is I want to keep moving, but I don't want to stop. Usually, like what I'm doing right now, you hit start and it opens the menu and you stop. If I had to go to the bathroom or wanted to go get a drink, I would throttle down to 25%. Point it in the direction, and as you can see, it's going to take 4 minutes to get there, as opposed to at 75% in the blue. If it's in the blue, it will throttle down automatically. And it gets there 4 times faster. And you can play with these all you want. Figure out what they do, right? This is the best shields and the best maneuverability simultaneously. It's like that. Best maneuverability, best shields, best of both. However, best weapons, recharge. Best weapons, recharge. So, if you're running energy weapons, you're going to have to almost always have some kind of pips and weapons when you're fighting. Otherwise, if you're like myself and you like kinetic weapons, or you like missiles, not so much over there. They don't take quite the energy. So you can put all of your pips over here, and then when you slowly deplete your weapons, you can recharge it and then put it back. Or, like I said before, you can learn the 1-2-3 method. 1-2-3 method is 4 in one, 2 in the other, and then 2 in the one you don't have. Obviously the 4 gets reduced to 3, the 2 gets reduced to 1, and the one you didn't have any in becomes the 2. That's how I remember it. How you remember it is up to you. I'm going to pronounce this Shootin' Hope because I find that hilarious. What do you do at this station? You shoot and hope.
Docking request granted.
These types of stations are known as outposts or small stations. Some people call them satellites, or what a lot of people call them, because they kind of just look like satellites. The issue with that is, you notice I put pips into engines and I go faster and I'm more maneuverable. What all these have in common is you can't land large ships at them, and you actually have to find your pad. These are when your docking computers actually come in handy, because some of them take a little while to find your pad. It might be over there on the side.
Landing gear deployed.
Yep.
Docking successful.
Beauty of landing your own ship is you get to crash. But that's okay. We have shields. Oh. Basic medicines. Go to Inara, find out where you can buy these. If it's nearby, take the mission and go get them. If it's halfway across the galaxy, ignore the mission, don't go get it. And to Sharur we go.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
You don't have to be near as far away from the small docks as you do the large ones to be able to frame shift away.
Frameshift drive charging.
As you can see, no one replies to me. Why? Because they don't know I exist. They think I'm an NPC talking to them. And who sits around talking to a computer? Nobody. Nobody does that.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Some ships are hotter than others. Some handle heat well, some handle heat terribly. And as you can see, the adder handles it terribly.
Warning. Temperature critical. Incoming mission critical message.
I'm going to hit the nav beacon. No, I'm not. Looks like all my missions are lit up. Let's see here. Let's grab this one. That's actually in space. I don't have to land anywhere for that. And then, since this is around this planet, I'm assuming this one will go away. I have to go down and scan this twice because both missions are to the same place, so I'll have to reload the instance. I'll show you how to do that. Do I have to do it 3 times? I do, so I can actually show you 2 different ways to load the instance. That's cool. Now, if you find a more popular YouTuber named the Yamix, he will let you know that what I will show you once we get there breaks immersion. I hate that guy's voice, but it seems like everyone else likes it, so he can have his own little world over there, and I can have my own little world over here. Almost there. How's my cargo look? I can hold plenty.
Mission objective detected. Cargo scoop deployed.
Go up to 40. Still pick this up. 40 it will blow up. Don't want to do that. So we'll keep it below 40. Fine tune.
Mission objective complete. Incoming mission critical message.
And of course I'm going to stay here and pick up the rest of this because why not? I need money and I can sell it. Poop. Love picking up poop. Why? Because it's poop. I love the way they try to church up the name and call it bio waste. Because nobody would appreciate it if they had missions to haul poop. With the exception of Itumbo. Itumbo would love it. You don't know who that is? I do. It just means you're missing out if you don't know Itumbo. Maybe sometime in the future you'll see him in a video. Maybe not. But the story behind us meeting was, well, one of those reasons we play the game. It's just a chanced happenstance. How far away is this? Little ways. Dang it, we're going to loop of shame. This is me trying to prevent a loop of shame. Probably unsuccessfully. I can't see through the glass on this one. This is a little dumb. Okay. Call that the hook of shame. Beautiful cockpit. My old guy. On the dark side of a planet, so what I just did was activated night vision. I have a hotkey for it where you can come right over here to ship and
Orbital flight engaged.
somewhere turn it on. There it is. Used to be 30 degrees was the optimum descent, but not anymore. Go down at 30 degrees and you'll come out way, way too soon. So we're going to increase this to about 50 degrees. Or for the sake of argument, we can take it right to the red line. A little bit more. There we go. 55 degrees. Now the cool part about this is you get down there faster. The funny part is if you have to maneuver any whatsoever, you'll black out and your controls go dead because your commander in the excessive G-forces has passed out. Alright, the G-forces are 1.85. Take note of that before you approach this base. Because the last thing you want to do is to boost right now because you're 5 kilometers away and you don't want to wait 28 seconds to get there. You want to get there as fast as possible and you boost toward it while facing 45 degrees down. And in a 1.85 atmosphere, depending on your thrusters, you probably will not be able to save it. And you will hit the surface like a meteor. I am currently thrusting up, as you cannot see, constantly, and I still just now got out of that drop. It's trespass zone. Back out.
Trespass zone cleared.
I'm gonna try to put a hill between. Whoa, 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 whoa! What? That's what I said about watch the gravity. Just thrusting, looking at something else. Wanted to put that ridge between me and that base, so that base does not shoot my ship. It's far enough away that my ship will probably dismiss itself. Having night vision does make sense, but it also kind of cheapens the game because used to, we had headlights. And that was fun. this content that I am currently doing, that symbol you see in front of me, that you will see on the missions, as well as the little blue indicators, means that this is Horizons content. So if you have not bought the Horizons pack or the Commander pack or anything like that, if you're just playing the vanilla game, you can't do what I am currently doing. My recommendation, you paid $30 for the game. The DLC is $30. Every other video game in the world is $60. Quit being cheap. It's an awesome game. Buy the content. If not, don't bitch. I'm gonna play it. I don't know if this is going to be legal or not.
You have entered a trespass zone.
It's not.
Trespass zone cleared. Incoming mission critical message.
Okay. Now we need to do what's called reset the instance. There's one of two ways to do this. One, you can get back in your ship and fly back into Super Cruise and come turn around and land. I will show you that, but for the sake of showing you the easiest way, I'm going to do it this way. Exit to the main menu. Yes. And just log back in. That's the Scarab, little SCV. I think it's Surface Command Vehicle. That doesn't make sense. I can't remember what the C stands for.
Incoming mission
There's the
critical
second mission.
message.
Now, for the sake of just other missions where it's not an actual base and you have to actually search for the outpost that randomly spawns on the planet, you will want to use the other method, which is recall your ship. I can't do it this close, so I have to travel 1,500 meters out. You have to be careful because, as you know, it's a trespass zone, so I can't bring my ship. I have to use this SRV. I can use the data link scanner on most ships to come down and scan it with my ship, which is feasible. But, as you notice, it's a trespass zone, so you'll be committing a crime if you do it with your ship, as opposed to, as you saw, I breached trespass zone the first time. The second time, I did not get onto the settlement. I scanned it from range. And the third time, I will show you with the ship, because it'll be against the law, and I will probably get a fine, but who cares? It's a video. Let's make the video. Where's my ship? There's my ship. Do not ever get used to it landing that close to you, ever. This is a fluke. Just because I'm making a video. But you land, you can't get too close to it, because there were times when your ship would actually come down and land on you and destroy you. And people got mad about that. So now if you try to go to your ship, if you get to it before it lands, it won't land. You'll just sit there and hover. Which, you know, it's not that bad. Now, from right here, I could reset the instance and then go scan it with my ship, Or I could, in the interest of showing you this method, I'm going to do it this way.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to travel out of this red. See, my radar is red. I can't turn back around and enter. Well, I could, but what it's going to do is it's going to tell me I'm going too fast, too close, and I'm going to have to boost for 20 or 30 kilometers, which you don't want to have to do. We want to use the orbital cruise again, so we're going to leave the red slowly, as it is always slow. And then we're going to turn around and use the glide again. Now it's blue. Target it. Traveled a little far away from it, so let's get closer to it. Go to the blue, you'll speed up. Travel around the planet very quickly that way, especially at 0. Just to let you know, don't do this. You see that little indicator to the right of the center of my screen? That is my descent. That's how fast I'm going down. This is what you do in that case. You face the sky and you boost straight up. Otherwise you will crash like that. You notice I put 4 pips to shields right before impact. Had I not, my shields would have popped and I would have taken hull damage. Alright, switch that down. Whoa, easy there, easy there. Yep, see, I'm breaking the law. Not the correct way to do this, but I'm showing you another way to do it. All right, at that we are out safely, and I'm going to end this video and come back and turn it in.